to another video. It's theREALNae. Today, I'm here to give you guys some pros and cons about Instacart. So, I've been doing Instacart for a couple months now, and honestly, there are many things I learned to love about the experience of doing Instacart, and then there are a little couple cons that I'm like, y'all need to, get it together. A couple pros that I would say is, for Instacart, you are able to explore with food. Like, you get to learn so much about different foods that you probably would have never looked at in a grocery store. You probably would have never thought of buying, and you would probably just walk right past it. For me, it's amazing because I'm finding so many new foods and healthy options at that to, get into and start cooking with and eating with. And I really enjoy that because I prefer to cook than eat out these days. And it saves money and it's just healthier. So I have so many new items of food that I just wish I could share with you guys, which I will eventually, so stay tuned for that. Doing Instacart, I don't have the same kind of cravings, I guess, because being that I'm exposed to new foods, I feel like I want to try those. I want to try to cook those. I didn't know what certain items was, and I would look it up, and I realized they have really good health benefits. So, like I said, and as far as introducing me to new foods and healthy foods at that, I really appreciate Instacart. Another thing that I really like about Instacart is the fact that you honestly get to explore different supermarkets. So I've never, prior to doing Instacart, I've never been to Sprouts. I've only heard of Trader Joe's. I've never visited a Trader Joe's, but being that I was doing Instacart and I saw the Trader Joe's right next door to Sprouts, I was able to take some time to go into Trader Joe's. Also, there's these other stores that I found out about. Whole Foods, that in itself is brand new to me. I would have never, ever probably went to Sprouts or Trader Joe's. Even the items that they sell, I probably would have never come across, those items. Now, Sprouts is my go-to. I love Sprouts. And I'd rather spend extra money on groceries if that means it is healthier, the nutritional value of the food is better. Another thing that I like about Instacart is the fact that you get to pick and choose where you want to drive. So if you want to drive 20 minutes away, that that's what you want to do, then you can. And one thing I like to do is, there are a couple cities that, it's really nice cities. So if you drive to that area, you might get batches with a great amount, okay? And sometimes those batches are a little stacked, but it'll be worth it. If you go to a nice city, you can see that the batches there are usually higher versus if you go to a not so nice city, the batches tend to be a little lower. I really enjoy Instacart with allowing me to explore different cities. Another thing that I like about Instacart is that I really enjoyed riding really short times a day and just being able to go home early. One of the last things that I do notice about Instacart that I think is really dope is the fact that they have two different ways you can be on Instacart. You can actually be a shopper that's only in the stores, and you can make money that way. So it's basically as if you are working in a supermarket of your choice. For example, there's Stater Brothers, Sprouts, right? You can actually be the person inside of the store and you're just shopping all day. And you can shop from whatever hours you signed up for. So if it's 5 hours, 3 hours, 6, 8, whatever. and you only stay in the store. I think that's pretty cool. But then you also have the driver's aspect of it. So the fact that they give you those two options, I think, like I said, you can't find that anywhere else. Okay, guys, so another thing that I like about Instacart is the fact that they, tell you what times is best in your county for you to shop. So they give me, different times and days with the graph, and they'll show you which days is best in your county. Everything is starting to open back up, so things are changing, I noticed. So I'll put the screenshot on the side, but it's telling me the times that is high and the times that it's low, so you can pretty much plan your day out from there. If Saturday it's gonna be popping from the morning to the evening time, take out that chunk of time and start doing Instacart. Being that I learned the little trends of when it's like really busy versus when it's not, I'm able to just go out when I know it's popping. One of the last things that I would point out that I like about Instacart is the fact that they encourage you to use the Stride app. And on the Stride app, you can use it for like Uber and Lyft as well. But on the app, it tracks your miles, your food that you might purchase, and I just think that it is a really helpful app to have if you're going to be doing Instacart, because sometimes they tell you the total amount of mileage, but you still got to get to the store, and they don't tell you the mileage that they give you is not including the time you are going to be traveling to the store. So to have Stride in that way, it really helps. There are a couple things about Instacart that I'm like, something gotta change, something gotta give. For example, the one thing that I really, really dislike the most is the fact that you can't rate a customer. I hate the fact that we cannot rate customers, because here's the thing. It's one thing for customers to be able to rate you and to be able to give you however many stars they want to. They could be the culprit of the reason why they're giving you a 1 star. But it's just the fact that they can do that, and then there's nothing we have to say about it. And every every rating you get, it does affect your whole Instacart experience. So if somebody's giving you a 1 star because they couldn't get their alcohol because they didn't have their ID, which is a real life story that I have, which is crazy. If they give you a 1 star, I just think it's unfair, and it affects getting batches. And after your 100 orders, Instacart do forgive the lowest amount rated. So for example, I got a 1 star before because the person, they didn't have an ID and they ordered alcohol, and they rated me 1 star. And of course Instacart forgave it, but it still affected my ratings. So I just thought that was so weird. So the fact that Instacart doesn't allow drivers to have a voice against customers, no, that is not okay to me. I enjoy Uber and DoorDash that much on that aspect. The fact that we get to rate the merchants, we get to rate the customer, I appreciate that, because that's giving us a voice. When you don't allow us to say why that person gave you a 1 star, or you don't want to deliver to that person anymore, when you don't give us that right, then it's just not fair, because you can literally be doing everything you need to do, and the customer can affect your ratings by giving you a 1, 2, 3 star, and you could have probably did everything everything right. So I just really don't like that. So say if a customer said, I have a missing item or a damaged item, Instacart do allow you to, say a comment or post a picture about it, which is like weird. What picture do you want? I don't have the food item, so what do you want? But as far as like the missing item, you can post a picture on I guess of the receipt to show that you did put the item there. You can pretty much speak on the items missing, but that's it. You can't speak on the actual customer experience. I just wish and hope that Instacart do give us a voice as well. Let us be able to rate those people. If I have an experience where this person gave me a 1-star rating, but you're gonna allow that person or me to be able to deliver to them again, I just don't think that's right. So that also ties into the fact that there are people who genuinely is just grateful for the fact that they could have their groceries delivered to them. But then there are people who are just like so mean for no reason. And it's like, bro, I'm doing you a favor. If that was the case, you can come and get your own stuff, you know? One thing I don't like is apartments. Any apartment, if it's not a house, I hate doing those kind of batches. For me, out here in California, the people that live in apartment homes, I don't know what it is. Some people, they would order a lot of groceries. Some of them apartment homes, they don't have no elevator. So the ones with no elevator and they order so many groceries, we don't have shopping carts. We only have bags. The one delivering this to you, and there is no elevator, and they don't provide us with no shopping cart. I'm not buying no shopping cart. Like, you don't tell me how to get into your apartment complex. When I tell you guys, I cannot stress this enough. I've had multiple people who live in apartments not give me directions on how to get into the building, how to get upstairs, and you gotta find their actual door, and it's like a maze. Those people stress me out the most. So I just feel like with Instacart, they have a lot to work on. Overall, with even the little things that I don't like about Instacart, I really do enjoy doing Instacart. Like I said, I love shopping, whether it's for food, clothes, sneakers, it really doesn't matter. Yeah, I would leave my referral code in the description box. So thank you guys for watching this video. Stay tuned for more videos to come. I'm working so that I am able to figure out a schedule where I can be more consistent. Stay tuned, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.